Кажется, или чё? Откуда? Раз, два, три. Раз, два, три. И опять зум и два обратно. Это свинья. Я все вырубил уже. Раз, два, три, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Раз, два, три. То же самое.
We can start. Good afternoon. Good morning, everyone. It's a nice start. We have discussed other topics, and I can hear a lot about business when we are trying to solve the problem with the sound. Now we have serious discussion. We are going to speak about women's business, and as a moderator, I would like to give the right mood to everyone, to women and men who are here. And I would like to say that in women's business, men are also important, and we need someone to rely on. And of course, as a moderator, I would like to say that it is going to be a great event. Don't worry, because when we speak about women's activity and women's business, it's a soft power. It is something that unites us.
всеобъемлющее, поэтому здесь мы говорим про
And here we speak about support, about development,
тайминг.
and we are time limited, and each speaker has 10, 12 minutes to speak. As we had some difficulties in the beginning, I think we will have more time, but at 10 a.m. we have a plenary session. That's why we should stick to the time limits. And today we will speak how do women make businesses, how we share international experience, and our technical difficulties were due to connections of our colleagues who are from different countries.
И наш регион
These are Bali, Kazakhstan.
своими
That-
своими практиками.
So we are going to share our practices, our knowledge, and you can write your questions, and we have coffee break and B2B where we speak about networking and where we can speak about your questions, discuss your questions. So nowadays women's business
Объективным причинам не только про самореализацию.
have different reasons to go into.
Может быть, когда эксперт вынужден
So
свое место, когда
sometimes it is when the expert goes out of business and decides to start
достигать результата.
to start something new and to reach new highs. And there is another reason when the expert cannot develop in their field, and they cannot find development, and that's why they are trying to go global. So we will speak about challenges and also about some positive aspects, perspectives, opportunities. So due to
Которые проводит
the data given
предпринимательство опоры России. И
of Apora Russia business development,
в уходе зарубежных компаний, да, в связи с санкциями, возможности для
some businesses have see the opportunities of going global on global market.
активности.
So business rating due to sanctions has decreased on 10 points and is 68 and 69 and 8 points percent.
Предпринимательство.
So we speak about the culture of entrepreneurship and personal qualities,
Говорит о
and everything which is more than 60% is a great opportunity for development. And now we speak about the economy of our country, which is ready for women's business, women's entrepreneurship. And now we will speak about the opportunities in your business and what experience can you share. So I would like to give the floor to our guests,
не только смогла возможность подключиться онлайн, но и быть
who is here today, and we will speak about the development of women's business in Uzbekistan and successful practices. Please, Zuhra Hamraeva, you're welcome. Hello, my name is Zuhra. I'm from Tashkent. Thank you for inviting me. So, it's a pleasure to be here, to see all of you here. I have a business in furs. I manufacture hats and coats, and I am in this business from 14 years, thanks to my dad, who was the CEO of the manufacturing of furs, and I'm in this business since my childhood. When I was 14, I entered this plant and I started to make hats, and then I have been in this business for 28 years. I participate in international exhibitions. This year was very productive. I go in different countries and show my collections.
Она была номинирована на лучшие каракулевые изделия 2000.
I was nominated to the best
В целом,
furs. So let's, as it is a discussion, can you say what do you do? What do you currently do? What support measures do you have? I know that there are meetings, free meetings for kids. Yes, we have the association
переводится Ассоциация ремесленников Узбекистана.
of
Созданы все
craftsmen, and we have all the conditions for women's development, mainly for women, but also for men. And we don't have taxes,
строятся постоянно по каждому.
and in each district we have buildings, we construct them, and
И развивать
you
свой
can
бизнес.
rent this building and develop your business. We have schools,
И бесплатные, где можно
extracurricular activities where we educate kids.
этим
Ремесло.
ремеслом, да.
Традиционным
Волнуюсь.
направлением. Да, не переживайте, конечно. это
Don't worry, it is very important as we are live right now, and
свои
it is important to share your experience as we are very interested.
уникальные изделия.
Zuhra, your product is unique. Can you see the slides? Yes, let's speak about your furs.
Они отличаются
We said that they are unique.
от того, что предлагают,
They
например,
are different from mass
У меня абсолютно не
manufacturing.
у меня небольшой цех авторский.
I have a small factory and I have design furs.
Видно, да?
Can
Вот
you
эти вот
see
у нас тон
these Japan's furs?
немецкие, да.
They're
Вот внутри полностью
very expensive.
сорт. Одна шкура около $200.
One
Как бы, да. Вот.
one
Немецкие чапаны, вот сейчас они
one skin is up to $300.
входят в моду, да.
So it is trending again.
Такие чапаны для нашего этого бывшего
So
президента.
we made them for our ex-president.
Это вот мой бренд Салай
This is
Зухра.
my brand, Salai Zuhra Furs.
Афганский каракуль. Да,
So
кстати,
this is Afghan coat.
начиная
I work with different coats, with different types.
много участвовала, признана как бы бухарским.
So Bukhara coat is soft and
Служит. И когда говоришь каракуль, все
it is
толстые какие-то, нет. У меня очень легкие эти фактуры, сейчас выделка.
These furs are worn for over 20 years. The white coat is Bukhara coat, and the other one is Afghanian fur.
Южноафриканский каракуль.
I took my coats to Africa, and I traveled through Moscow. It was a very difficult trip. The white one is also the Bukhara coat.
Халяль саммит. Халяль.
Yeah, lately I visited the World Halal Summit in Istanbul, and it was a very successful traveling.
Ну, заинтересовались моими изделиями.
People showed a lot of interest in my products.
Ваша специфика работы.
What is the structure of your business? How many employees do you have? How many assistants do you have?
У меня в цеху работают 6.
In my workshop, I have 6 people, and also I have some outsource specialists. How much time does it take to create one fur coat? It's a good question. I have exclusive codes, and I'm not using templates. I can make, it can take 2 days, it can take 10 days. So, and the second question, I am involved into fashion. Who creates models? I do it myself. What do you follow? What inspires you? Because you need to find what women are going to like, what is gonna fit a woman. You have very peculiar models here, and I'm really impressed.
Вот вам
What inspires you?
так таковых лекал нету.
I don't have like a template. I can be standing next to the mirror looking at myself, and I will be adjusting the fur coat according to my vision. I'm very serious. I'm taking it very serious to pick every model. I'm never using any inferior products or crude materials, so I can guarantee the quality.
Я во многие страны везде.
I delivered my furs to many countries. They're very popular in Europe. I have clients all over the globe.
Да, если у нас есть вопросы,
If you have any questions,
эксперт, да, Лира Сулейманова.
feel free. We have Lira Suleimanova, who is an expert. I guess every woman is interested in the fur that Zuhra came in. We would like to show you to show it. Yeah, I turn it into the wardrobe. Yeah, we are very interested to see that. Yesterday, I visited Zuhra's room. She has very beautiful fur coats. There are
Да, кстати,
fur coats that cost only 70,000 rubles, even though the average price is 300,000 rubles. So you can buy only for 70,000. In September, I was in St. Petersburg, and it was a sold out, a complete sold out.
только вот пару с короткими рукавами.
I only got a few returns because they found the sleeves too short for their height. Yeah, I saw the models. They look very impressive, and they are a status symbol.
И причем это конкурентоспособные цены для наших
And I also find the price very affordable.
дружественными странами. И, конечно же, насколько Зухра вы открыты.
And of course, I am impressed how open you are towards cooperation. Because here we have women who own shops, and you can sign contracts. And I'm really impressed by your taxation system. So as far as we know, the collaboration with your cities, with your countries are developing now, and I am absolutely impressed. So are you open to cooperation? Yeah, you're welcome. When I was traveling to St. Petersburg, or I thought that it was the capital of furs in Russia, but women actually accepted my goods very warmly because the prices favorably differed. Because in Afghanistan, I have suppliers, and
90 тысяч.
there they have a very reasonable price for furs. For example, in Russia, the price is around 150,000, and in Afghanistan, you can buy this fur for like 90,000. Yeah, you have peculiarities that make you stand out favorably from your competitors, and women will absolutely appreciate this. Thank you very much, Zuhra. We should continue.
Насколько приятно работать с женщинами.
I'm really enjoying working with women, and I'm really enjoying this conversation about the women's business because I feel so much sympathy, I feel so much support, and I'm really enjoying that. So we are talking about women's business, it's pro-women business, and we're speaking about support, international support. Now we have a representative who work at the international level.
Сотрудничество.
According to this fact, I would like to say that it's very important to build ties with other countries, to build cross-cultural communication. So we are talking about personal brand, fundamentals and strategy of building a personal brand. And I guess every entrepreneur has heard of this term, the personal brand. So how do we apply it? How do we use it? How do we build it? And it's very important to have your personal brand if you're entering the international market. So we have an expert in personal brand of the all Russian international level. It's Regina Shtagina. So you're having the floor.
Thank you. And you can applaud to yourself. I always start my speech with compliments because all these successful and beautiful women unite, and this is our power. So today we will speak about the international personal brand. As Aida has said, in different countries, the promotion is different, and there are instruments that are changing, but the foundation is the same everywhere. So the promotion is the same everywhere. And I would like to start my speech with the definition of personal brand, because for someone it is social networks promotion, for someone it is business promotion, and I would like you to look at the personal brand as a personal features. So not everyone needs to do social network activity, but it is important to create communication and create community and to go global. All this helps to our reputation. And I had a question to Zuhra. What was the first step to go global? And then we will continue with definitions. What was your first step to go global? As my dad told me when I was 14, never follow money, do quality products, and then money will go to you.
Очень круто.
That's very cool.
Мой тренер, наверное, это был папа все.
I think my dad was my coach. He was a man,
Как немцы строили.
and he told me how German people constructed buildings before they were killed. And I have never searched for anyone in social networks. I think this is due to my quality product. So the main answer, because Zuhra has already told, the main thing is what we give. The more we give and the more we produce what we like, this is the reputation. This is the result of our clients. So speaking about Zuhra, she produced great quality product. She wouldn't go global if the quality wouldn't be the highest. People would not return. Because now we have a lot of services that look good, but when we use this service, there is no result. And people would not go to this client anymore. And if we go global, we made one step, and people can forget about us, and we will have some negative reviews, and there will be no promotion. So this is why it is important to do quality job, because and you should not think about money, because you get a lot of money when, especially speaking about women's business, if we give, if we do quality, if we provide quality, our clients are happy. This happens automatically. When we speak about personal brand, and some we do not promote ourselves with paid promotion, because our reputation is up to our clients and their reviews. As a specialist of personal brand, I'm sure that you should give this reputation, because each client, because you should give this, and you should find your, you should I have a great international experience in online projects, and I have the Academy of PR personal brand, and I have a lot of clients, and we give them strategies for promotions.
А сегодня я хотела
And today, I would like to stress my
чтобы
speech
вы
about selling.
инструмент и смогли
I want you to take the instrument and to implement it in your business. I would like to speak about the formula of a successful development of yourself and your business. I have recently found this formula which works
в каждом
all the time in each business, in each activity for each person. And if some of the components is absent, unfortunately, you will not be that successful as you can. So the formula is personal brand, expertness, and sales.
разберем. Можем даже на чьем-то примере. На примере делать.
So
Можете даже мне сейчас сказать кто-нибудь свою.
Can you tell me what business you are dealing in?
Реагируем быстро. Есть.
React.
Включаем микрофон.
Switch on your mic, please, and tell me. Good morning. I'm happy to see you all. My name is Leah Bolotova. I am an auditor, and I'm a business owner of an accounting business, and I'm a public figure. Leah, right? Accounting. Okay, let's see. Let's take Leah's example. Let's take the auditing, the auditor business.
Смотрите, вот у Лии железная
Leah is a very strong expert, and she has superior results in her clients. So we have fulfilled the second step of the formula,
отлично.
and we can turn our friends in to refer to Leah because she will provide them with a high quality service.
Идут по сарафанному радио.
And the sales are ensured by the word of mouth.
Если клиент
And experts will have sales if they give superior services. When clients turn into you thanks to the word of mouth, your friends, your clients, and other communication, such clients should come
10%. То есть 90%.
within 10% of your turnover. Only 10% of your clients come thanks to your word of mouth. What can bring other 90%? They come due to your personal brand. What tools can you use to promote your services? You can visit such events. You can expand your client base. You can participate in partner programs. You can join a community where you exchange clients. So you can find contacts where you have your target audience.
Точки контакта для
Because these events will help you to make your brand more visible. Let's take a look at a different situation. Like Leah has her personal brand. You know her, you know her name, you know that she is a very good auditor. So she has her personal brand.
Давайте рассмотрим экспертность. И, кстати,
Is she an expert? Yes, she is. Oftentimes,
на российском рынке мы все их фамилии
number one people that we know come to us and tell me that everyone knows their names. I am a good expert. Why don't I have sales? Because
алгоритмы продаж поменялись.
sales algorithms have changed. A lot of people went online, and you need to understand how to work online. People started to consume information differently, and you need to understand how you lead the client through the sales
То есть просто
process, and you need to understand how the sales vortex works.
это тоже не будет работать на
If you
масштабе.
don't have this very good, properly built sales, you cannot reach good results. Let's take a different example. Let's take a blogger, for example. We know some good bloggers who use a lot of hype. They use their own audience. They have some kind of a personal brand because they have a large audience. And this blogger is very good in selling. They sell courses, they sell products, and a huge audience buys this product. But then it turns out that the product is not worth it.
Людей к результату. То есть не хватает
And the product didn't
большое
satisfy their needs.
когда есть личный бренд, когда есть продажи, но нет экспертности. И вот здесь я хотела показать,
And I wanted to show you that the formula works only if you have all these three components, when you have a personal brand, when you're an expert, and when you have sales.
каждому из вас
So I really want to stress, take a look what you're missing, what you're lacking to
народную
multiply your business, to enter the international market. What do you need to strengthen? Speaking about the personal brand, in my book, I outlined 215 tools, but there are even more, I believe. I never checked it, and there are new tools coming up all over again. And
огромное
you can comprise your own toolkit. There are many industries, fields where you can develop.
мир меняется,
We have a lot of opportunities in the world, in the changing world. We are facing this massive digitalization, and I'm so happy that we have such personal events when we speak face to face, when we reach out to each other. But you shouldn't write off the online integration as well.
да, конечно.
Вот ты говоришь, что в совокупности должно работать личный бренд, экспертность и продажи.
You're speaking about sales, your personal brand, and
Свои продажи или
expert. Do you mean sales when you have a sales department, or sales that you do by yourself?
Классный вопрос.
That's a very good question. I mean sales in general.
Продажи
When you sell your brand, your personality, your identity, products, services, knowledge, it depends on what you're developing. And sales is not like about selling and buying, it's a strategy. We are naturally involved into the lives of our clients. We sell our expertise.
пользуемся, или
When we use something, when we dispose something, when we wear some brand, we sell this brand. When Zuhra is wearing her fur coat and we get impressed by her coats, so she is selling her coats by her own look. And you need to love what you do, and you need to translate that all your life is all into your business. What I want to really get across
интересно, потому что каждый
is that
предприниматель, у которого
you are all entrepreneurs and you have a lot of employees.
И вот одним из эффективнейших
And the most efficient tool today at the international level, I know what I'm saying because I'm developing an international business, is to
через своих сотрудников. То есть каждый сотрудник
bring up your own ambassadors, because your employee is a representative of your brand, is your sales rep, and they influence the sales. You need to bring up ambassadors among your employees. If you are raising ambassadors,
не исключает
they
сотрудников.
turn into your
Вопрос.
followers.
Она активно
If there is a company and this company wants to enter the international market,
не дают слова.
they should have a very dedicated team, and the teams should be able to speak up, should be stand out, they should be aware of the strategy, they should be feel free to speak in the public space. And if we are building the strategy of promotion, only if we have our teams as the fans of the business. In this case, you will avoid any brain leakage and employee and staff shortage. So make your teams, your employees into your ambassadors, into your followers. It will make good strategies out of you.
У нас осталась минутка.
We have only 1 minute left. I outlined a few trends for 2023, so you can take them and apply. As Zuhra said, it's a long-term relations. The code of ethics, we have to tend to give more.
Отношения, которые будут выстраивать.
Give more and promise less.
Следующий пункт — это
The
сообщество.
next one is the community and club. Get connected, get united. We are strong, and we grow stronger together. Adaptivity, flexibility, time changes, whatever happens, we need to be
Да, и быстро адаптироваться.
adaptive.
Партнерство однозначно.
Partnership.
Вот она тенденция, которая
It is a tendency that has a lot of prospects. International business. At the international level, we have so much more opportunities. Promotion, development of your business should take place at the international level. And charity, social projects.
социальные проекты можно классно.
Through charity, you can promote your brand. But also, you need to go back to the beginning of my speech. The more we give, the more we get. So a lot of people need our support, and we need to respond to this need.
Много направлений, в которых нужно
There
проявлять.
are many fields where you can manifest. So feel free, it will promote your brand. So this is it for today. I think feel free to reach out to me outside the session. I'm happy to communicate about promotion and promotion fundamentals. I'm wishing you to have a very strong brands, manifested reputation, and I want your business to evolve with alignment with your harmony, inside harmony and passion. Thank you.
Большое спасибо, очень много.
Thank you very much. A lot of key things have been touched on within 20 minutes. We managed to discuss it all, so please feel free to use this opportunity to reach out to our expert. I even took the photo of this slide. So feel free to reach out to Regina. We have a large platform, and you are free to communicate. You're free to ask questions, and as always say, use this opportunity when you are at an event, when you see an interesting expert. You need to approach to this person, you need to get connected, get united, because we really want to build this healthy relationship and also offer something that you can be useful with, because it's not all about consumption, but it's all about healthy relations and healthy businesses, because this way we grow stronger and all of us make contribution into the well-being of our environment, or our work environment, or living environment.
Отдачу, про отдавание.
And it's all about giving rather than taking. And it's a very female energy to that. There is very female energy to that. So use your personal intentions, manifest your personal intentions. About 90% of all the projects involving women are about giving. Most of them are socially beneficial.
Посмотреть, что
You can look it up that every project,
социальные
even if it's a commercial project, there is always something about giving in it. We continue moving across the international arena, and our next speaker is Zhanna Antonova. She is going to talk about the position of the female's business in the international arena. She has a very strong background. And speaking about the personal brand, Zhanna Antonova is a clinical psychologist, and she can tell you how a female entrepreneur can develop in this area, build her own business at the international level. 10-15 minutes.
За 2 минутки предупредите, пожалуйста.
Yeah. Okay, please, can you warn me 2 minutes before?
Я и у нас
Hello, everyone. I'm happy to see such a nice women's circle.
много слов и мыслей на самом деле.
I have a lot of things to say, and thoughts are flashing inside my head, but I'm really excited about being here, and I'm happy to see people from Tashkent. I see Zuhra. She's my
Я бы, да, и, во-первых,
compatriot.
ко всему, о
I
чем
would like to join
четко согласна.
the idea that I completely share the idea that Regina just said. My first education, my major is public relations, so I actually followed the same strategy as she did when I was building my personal brand. Today, I'm going to share with you my current activity. It's fashion industry. I have a brand, a clothes brand that just entered the market, and I'm going to tell you how you can do the same. How you can do the same to reach the same result. Because Regina just mentioned that it's important to give. It's important to give love, to give pleasure, and feel love and pleasure inside yourself. And I am convinced that all of you do that. I don't think that anyone does anything with hatred. I don't think it's all about money for you. I don't think it happens like that. Anyway, speaking about a lot of women sitting here and across the nation, there are single ladies who can enter the international market. But it's not enough only to enjoy doing your business. You have to acquire certain skills. And I would like to spread the word that when we are in a business, and I took my business very serious. My brand participated in the fashion show in New York on Manhattan, and I displayed there my brand, and I displayed it nationwide in Moscow, Yekaterinburg, Rostov-on-Don, and somewhere else, I don't remember. So the idea is that I come from Tashkent, and I was living in Ufa. Not every brand in Moscow can afford participate in a fashion week in New York. I was there and I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it that I made it to New York. In fact, I'm convinced that all of you do your business with love, and it's obvious. And this intention of doing your business with love actually brought you here. If you didn't put all your heart into your business, you wouldn't be here today. What do you need to do to enter the international market? First of all, you need to get a desire. But I believe that 50% of you have the desire to enter the international market. So I would advise to develop something at the international level, national level, or city level. You should need to work on yourself too. You should need to work with your internal world, because this internal world sometimes imposes restrictions. You may have some limiting beliefs inside you. And the second thing that I'd like to mention is that after you got this desire, you need to be persistent. Now I'm going to tell you a story. The forums like this are a very fascinating thing that you can do. At one of the forums like this that I used to regularly visit, I met a person, and I used this 6 handshakes theory. I met a person that I heard of before, and I heard that this person actually could help me reach out to Manhattan in New York and Fashion Week. You need to have a desire, you need to be persistent, and you need to be responsible for the consequences that will follow after. Now we are speaking about Zuhra, we are admiring her, we admire how she is positioning her brand, but she is responsible for her brand as well. And she needs to realize that she's responsible for her brand, for her business, and for what I do. And there are a lot of factors that can prevent you from feeling so. And also, I think you need to be a little bit ambitious. Even if you have fears that you're gonna fail, you need to feel ambitious, and you need to seek appreciation, and you need to know the value of your work. I would like to add to Regina's word that when we are establishing our business, we need to introduce our values into our business. For example, my values are, and values can change. They can change year to year. Like my values are the family, the ethics, and the appreciation. And I didn't realize at first why I didn't like the shop I was based on. And when I figured out my values, I didn't like the aesthetics of the shop. I wouldn't say that I didn't like the clothes. I just didn't like the place around. But when we moved to the downtown, I realized that I enjoyed the place. I felt so inspired because my values were satisfied. The clothes that I'm working with, they weren't aesthetic for me. But when I changed the shop, when I changed the clothes, I fulfill the value. Another value is family. And I knew that I had this value, and I realized that I have to spare time for my family because family gives me energy, gives me resource, gives me power. And the value of appreciation is when a client comes and the client falls in love with my clothes, and I enjoy providing them with clothes that they are going to enjoy. When I get compliments from my clients for my work, it inspires me, it gives me this momentum, and it excited me, and it motivated me. So this is my value of appreciation. The client appreciated me as a stylist, as a fashion consultant. So consequently, clients that came to me, they had the same values as me. So we translate these values into my work, into my social networks, into my clothes. And if clients didn't match my values, they wouldn't find anything in my shop and they wouldn't come to me. So I would add this to your strategy. So when you're doing something with love, you need to figure out what your values are, what values you are putting into your product. And since I was working with the US, China, Korea, and Italy for years, I am a professional buyer, and I got my second education in New York
Потому что специализация buyer
because the buyer specialization is not introduced in the Russian educational system. I believe that there is something like that in the higher school of economy because maybe they have some outdated cases. So my experience is the following. I was so frightened.
buyer, я закупала
I am a buyer, so I buy different products and I have different contacts in different countries. And to move to a different country on my own, to build ties with somebody and sign a contract, being a young looking lady, I was frightened. I was afraid of something new. I was afraid of flying. I was afraid of China because in China they don't speak English. Keep that in mind that if you're going to work with China, they don't speak English, and you need to keep that in mind.
показать адрес отеля, как бы, ну,
And it's very hard to navigate yourself around the city.
вот вы приезжаете, это определенный стресс.
So it's a lot of stress to move somewhere.
Вас обращать внимание.
Also, I want you to pay attention to the following thing. You need to pay attention to some trivial things like food and water, because sometimes you have flight delays and you don't have time to sleep, you don't have time to eat, and this can wear you out. And you absolutely must not do your business in such a condition. If you want to build ties,
Выспались,
you need to sleep well, eat well, drink well, and look well. Because I had cases when I had very intense schedules and I obviously failed the negotiations. And this is the rule number 2. We need to pay attention to the way we look. Before every meeting, I take the preparation very seriously. I work in the fashion industry, but it doesn't matter actually what industry you're working in.
как именно стилист, как психолог, есть
And being a psychologist, being a stylist, I would say that colors are perceived differently. If you want to be,
сфера деятельности.
if you're a creative person,
Цветовую
you
гамму.
can pick the colors as vivid as you like, because you can manifest your identity through your looks. You can use something extraordinary, maybe something out of the box or something even crazy. That's okay. But if you are an auditor, for example, and if you are a lawyer, or if you have some large respective company, you need to stick to a certain style. Even though it is spoken that you don't have to wear anything in particular or wear business style. Well, in the US, they may neglect this kind of rule, but when you are in Italy, in China, you have to stick to this formal style because they pay a lot of attention to the way you look. Pick up some pastel colors like blue
Синего, коричневого, то есть они несут
or brown, because they are very diplomatic and they make you look convinced, confident. Don't wear anything pink or don't wear anything black or anything pink.
Относитесь к этому,
If you have some serious negotiations, take your look seriously and take seriously the cultural peculiarities of your partner, because you may be surprised how differently the contracts may look in different countries. And about Instagram,
очень важна.
in my experience, the Instagram business card was very important. Yeah, it's actually the social network that is prohibited in the Russian Federation. Yeah, it used to be very important. We don't have other social networks that would be used overseas. So I think I can mention that. Well, in China, it is also prohibited. It's banned, by the way.
Ну и, конечно же, фишка такая, чтобы вы могли оставить благоприятное
And
впечатление.
in order to leave a good impression, you need to have your charisma and sense of humor. Learn a few words in the language, in the native language of people you are talking to. And every manager needs to speak at least one foreign language,
Это наше развитие.
because it's your development, it's your
Да, вы подписываете.
mind. You need to be broad-minded if you want to enter the international market. At a certain point, I was speaking Italian. Unfortunately, it slipped out of my mind, but it's a very melodic language. And I really enjoyed it, and it helped me to communicate with Italians, because they never saw a girl like me speaking the Italian language. So we actually had a very positive experience of relationship. And I think that everything is real. Nothing is impossible.
Спасибо, Жанна.
Thank you, Жанна. Thank you for your experience, for your vibe, and everything is real, actually. And now we live on the international area, and
Коммуникации происходит даже
we live in the times when the communications happen themselves. So we do not represent ourselves, but our name do it for us.
что это возможность, что это
You
удача
should remember that this is an opportunity, it is happiness, and
нашу с вами благоприятную.
all this creating a great environment. So we are going further, and we will have some connections from online with Alina Kamola. I hope everything will be great, and we will be able to see our colleagues abroad.
Как у нас с техническим вопросом? Говорят, нормально, ждем.
They say that the technical issue has been solved. We are waiting.
Мы будем по планам обсудить производственность.
We are going to
Но если
discuss industrial sector as instrument of women's development, but if there wouldn't be the connection, we will speak to the other participant.
у нас есть подключение.
Can she hear that we are connected? Hello? Oh, great. We are so happy to see you. Hello. I'm glad too. I hope you can see and hear me. Yes, we can.
Вы стартуете, расскажите.
You're welcome. Speak about your industrial sector and share your experience. Yeah, hello everyone, dear participants and organizers of the event. I would like to thank you for inviting me and to represent Uzbekistan's women's business and the industrial sector as an instrument of women's development in the context of this International Business Week. Industry manufacturing is something that is close for women, and we are developing our manufacturing. And there is a connection between creating women's enterprises and in decreasing. So we are going to gender rights, and gender equality. So, and somehow it happened that the manufacturing industry is for men mostly, but the government support helped us to improve the involvement of women in this area, in this industry, and it is growing. So, and today I would like to speak what a woman can achieve in Uzbekistan in industrial sector. So I'm head of women's underwear, and our company was established in 2017. I started my production from uh, four employees and a small area of production. And despite the difficulties and the pandemic, we made great results. And today our equipment park has 50 units of equipment made in Japan, Germany, Turkey, and the geography of our project is not only the Russia and near countries, but also European countries. We produce products under our brand, and we also cooperate with some leaders of the market. So among our partners is Belarus Milovica, Russian brand Tribuna, Russian network of underwear Lady Charm, German brand Nina von Stil, and we are participating in international exhibitions. And I would like to be in Ufa today, but I couldn't, unfortunately. And we are active in European market. We go to fashion shows and exhibitions in Paris, Germany, and nowadays monthly is 100,000 units. So, and our product complies with the international certification requirements, and the product is environmentally friendly and hyperallergenic, and our company sticks to the development, and we are increasing our responsibilities. And I would like to stress that our manufacturing has about 100 employees, 90% of which are women who are developing together with me, who are developing together with our company, who have education in international companies. And I think that without women's wiseness and love to our field, I think we wouldn't be able to achieve such results. And I would like to stress that due to the support of our government and the policy in women's support and women's business support, especially in the industrial sector, I took a second place in Women Entrepreneur 2022. And I am sure that industrial sector is one of the greatest areas of development, of self-development. And it is enough just to believe in yourself, in your team, and to the goals you are achieving, and everything else is just luck. And I would like to sum up my speech with the words that when it is hard and men cannot do it, robots will solve the problem. And if robots cannot solve the problem, women can do. Thank you for your attention. Thank you. Thank you. I hope you can hear me.
Thank you that you kept the time, and thank you for the information you provided us.
бизнес со стороны правительства, да, и вы уточнили, что
And you outlined that you have some support measures, that you have support from the government, and we wish
продвижение,
your business to flourish.
подчеркнули,
Thank you very much.
которые мы сегодня проговорили как раз за столом.
And you have already said the things we've discussed before here, and it's great that
За территорией границ выходит, да, не только мы за этим столом говорим, но и
we have the same opinion on these topics. Thank you for being here today.
еще раз скажите название своего бренда.
And could you tell, please, us the name of your brand? We want to remember it.
Look at me.
Look at me.
Наш бренд называется Look at
Our
me.
brand is Look at Me.
Большое значение. Мы хотели привлечь
We wanted to attract not only our consumers, but the consumers from all over the world.
И еще
Thank you. And where are you from? Tashkent, Uzbekistan.
представители, и
There are here representatives from different regions and countries. It would be great
я вам
if you
друга, да, и думаю,
if
что
you will have some contacts with us,
еще больше, когда на таких площадках.
and our women's community will be larger. Thank you.
И у нас будет следующее
We have one more online speaker.
и поговорим о
She is from Kazakhstan. We will talk about women's internship in Kazakhstan. Baltaeva Khanzada. She is the president of Global Women's Leadership Public Union.
А еще не видно?
Все отлично.
Could you see me? Perfect.
Также по таймингу 8-10 минут.
You have 10-12 minutes. Please mind it.
Рассказать о своем опыте. Мы рады
Could
приветствовать.
you share your experience with us? Thank you. I welcome you here,
Круглого стола, очень внимательно выслушала все.
beautiful participants of this discussion.
Уже сказано, и поэтому добавить почти что нечего.
I have almost nothing to add because there was much discussed already.
Я ее возглавляю с 2000
I am the leader
момента
of the
основания.
company since 2018.
Подтверждает наше причастие. Знаете, мы причастны к большому глобальному проекту, который
We participate in a global project,
называется «Глобальное женское лидерство».
and it's called Global Women's Leadership.
В целом. Поэтому, говоря о
Talking about
женском бизнесе в Казахстане,
women's business in Kazakhstan,
от налогов никаких,
we have taxes
трудимся,
like men,
освобождаются от платежей, от обязательных платежей налогов, только организации, которые, неправительственный сектор, без извлечения прибыли, которые занимаются как раз
and we are relieved from taxes.
обучением, поддержкой женщин, работа с социально уязвимыми,
Work with social vulnerable groups. And I would like to share my international experience with you today. Since 2017, we cooperate with international women's leadership from Arabic world.
Совет деловых женщин.
They unite in the Soviet of businesswomen,
Вот уже
and every 4 years they
возглавляет.
vote for the president of this leadership.
Арабские женщины тоже имеют большой
Arabic women have also a great experience in business, but only now they started to enter the international market. And they didn't have so much contacts with Russia, especially with the regions.
Надеюсь, что сегодня участницы круглого стола
I,
что мы добились
I hope that today the participants of this discussion table will hear that we have a great opportunities and results in Arabic world, that we wanted to share not only the experience but only the contacts
международное.
from Arabic world with you.
У нас, по моему опыту, лучше
According to my experience, it is better to start
активные женщины, женщины других стран. Вот
join
Персидского залива, Вы знаете, что ничего не растет, ничего почти не производит. Конечно, это клондайк для женщин-предпринимательниц. И как
It's very favorable to establish business in the Gulf region because there is not that much of agriculture, there is not that much of infrastructure, not that much of logistics, and that's why we are inviting women from the Asian and Arabic nations to join our events. So now we have our community in these Arabic countries as well. So we are encouraging women to join our movement. Today we spoke a lot about sanctions, and I don't know if the sanctions are going to prevent us from doing this business, but I guess if you want to enter the Arabic market, it will establish the new opportunities for you, and sanctions won't get in the way that much. I would like to invite an Arabic delegation to this forum. If we had been informed earlier, we would have bring an Arabic delegation to the forum, because we have here an English simultaneous interpretation and we have a very good reception. And I would like to express my gratitude to the organizers for enabling me to participate. We are ready for communication. I am promoting now our organization. We are promoting industry-based associations. For example, we have
в этом году мы
Craft People Association,
ассоциации ремесленников России.
and we promoted it a lot in Russia this year. And we have 25,000 representatives of business that had never participated in any forums or events. They took part in the exhibition of crafts in Dubai, and other cities of the United Arab Emirates stand out with exhibition for tourists that
Понаехавшая группа, да, также
arranged by incoming
местные арабы, которые
visitors. And there are locals that establish educational events for other compatriots, and their Russian craftsmen actually present their goods and get known in the Arabic world. So it's your chance to take the opportunity to use this time, and we can meet each other halfway.
знание языка, хотя бы несколько.
We just talked about speaking languages, and I'm convinced that a lot of you can learn this language, can speak this language, and it can be an opportunity to expand your business. What impresses me about the Arabic world is that they established an incubator for women entrepreneurs, and they do a lot of education, a lot of training, accounting, simplified accounting, like VAT-free accounting. There are clubs for women who retired, and also they involve retired public figures, public service people, and they support these people and involve them into the business. And speaking about Kazakhstan, now we hold events, like last year we held an exhibition, and the Arabic world organize exhibitions at the expense of the organizers. The reason isn't that these are rich countries, but they are highly interested in the culture, and they are very interested in something that can enrich their nation. They want to interact, they want to arrange festivals and competitions, and they are very interested in the fashion industry. So therefore, they hold fashion shows. And these are not national fashion shows. These are ethnic fashion shows, and they are interested in how ethnicities are manifested through fashion. And I think that it's also relevant for you to enter the Gulf region. So we are ready to share, we are ready to interact, to build ties with organizations from Bashkortostan. Thank you for having me. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you.
Обязательно аплодируем, да, за этот опыт.
Thank you. It's your applause for your experience, and I'm really enjoying the fact that you are sharing some ideas of where to go. You are sharing the experience with your craftsmen, who promote their products and items at the international level. And now you are giving us this Arabic perspective, and it's interesting to work with you because, as you said, that you're experienced in this kind of cooperation. Probably, if we had known about each other earlier, we would have come up with some more solutions. Maybe would have signed an agreement, but nevertheless, it's an annual forum, and maybe next year we will be able to arrange a women's forum. Well, I think it's very impressive to be able to touch this global women's leadership. It's a huge experience, a massive experience, and we are touching this movement. We become a part of this movement, and we actually took note of the events that you're arranging. Let's keep in touch, let's touch base, and I'm happy to be friends and to reach out to leaders like you. Thank you very much.
Спасибо, мы двигаемся.
Thank you. We're moving. We have one more online speaker with our neighbors from the Republic of Tatarstan.
Мы затрагиваем сегодня и этику, и
We touched the topic of ethics today and our traditional values and culture.
традиции, они кроются и в художественных промыслах, и тема с народными художественными промыслами как стратегический ресурс развития бизнеса. Рада, вы на подключение.
Rada, can you hear us? Rada Salahova. Good morning, dear colleagues. Thank you for being here with us today. You have the floor. You have also 10 minutes of your speech. I welcome all the participants of the International Business Week, Women's Business, and let me introduce my speech. National
на опыте и примере Казанского государственного
Handicrafts
кафедры изобразительного искусства и дизайна. Народное искусство – наше материальное и духовное богатство, уникальное.
So national handicrafts is something that makes us special, and it is a huge part of our culture. And one of the areas of this is national art handicrafts, which help us to receive a lot of experience of productions.
Создавались многообразные изделия.
So we have been creating for decades some
окружающие человека и служащие
some
на современном этапе
beautiful pieces, and
народные промыслы.
right now, national art handicrafts cause a lot of interests of in the field of economy, and now
народного творчества.
it is national art handicrafts are
проявляющиеся в изготовлении изделий декоративно-прикладного
producing some decorative things, and now in Russia we have the federal program, one of the aspect of which is education of millions of specialists, and in IT sphere too,
тенденций, ориентированных на
due to modern
тренде научных
aspects of education, it helps our country to stick to modern
2020
aspects of education.
в рамках реализации национального проекта науки.
We took part in the implementation of the National Project Science. It is aimed at the development of advanced infrastructure and research and developing project in the Russian Federation, and we created an engineering center. It is based at the institute, and it was important to keep balance between the ethics and the artistical needs of a human being. We wanted to promote the national identity.
Решение проблем сохранения, возрождения, развития народных художеств.
We wanted to recover national handicrafts. We wanted to develop design and
Возродить и сохранить
our fine arts at our Institute of Culture, make it more popular, make traditions more popular, make the national outfits more popular. And we wanted to restore traditional handicrafts involving embroidering and leather processing.
дизайну костюма,
Our lab
художественной
studied the technology of creating national costumes and traditional crafts. We formed the informational databases of the Volga region cultural history, including applied arts, interior design, traditional costumes, and fabric manufacturing. We arrange internships for students, and they study how to make traditional clothes. This helps to model the business processes in terms of production of applied arts items and traditional costumes.
конструирования костюма и
We have a lab department that is specializing in creating traditional clothes and accessories, and these items are entering the market because they are historically correct and accurate. But also we use up-to-date approaches to manufacturing and education, and we take into account the modern approaches and the modern needs, the customers' needs. We define the costs and the needed labor force. We need to satisfy the needs of our customers and provide a competitive product.
практикуются, а существует
And I guess we have a unique experience of applying a sustainable and reasonable approach to create items that would satisfy the artistic needs of our customers. We offer original models, original templates, original cuts of our clothes, and normally we are purchased from individuals and legal entities. And even though we concentrate on very specific industry, we are able to offer unique and state-of-the-art products. Now we view this industry as a very promising field. We combine traditional technologies and modern technologies, and it makes our product very competitive and very interesting for customers on the market. Now it's very popular to sell applied arts items. We undertake craft approach because it's a unique phenomenon of the modern economy. Our center allows us to develop sketches and specifications for different clothes and different techniques, and use national handicrafts to create specific details of the costumes. We offer exclusive items, hats, accessories, costumes, handbags, and other embellishments.
костюма, аксессуаров народов Поволжья.
We practice the design of accessories based on the research in the field of crafts, national arts, and fine arts. And this is a traditional industry for our region.
которые, конечно же,
Of course, our activity involves risks, but our customized approach, creativity, and constant updating, as well as effective promotion, helps us expand the circle of our clients and overcome the above-mentioned risks. I guess we have a prospect to enter the international market. We have all the rooms and equipment, and we keep gaining new equipment over the last 6 years. We are learning how to work effectively with this equipment. We publish researches and guidelines for other people, for them to study design of traditional clothes. We engage our professors and mentors into the creation of these guidelines. And also now we are improving our promotion strategy. We are improving our client services. We are studying the visual, social, and cultural needs of the population, and we want to assist the national identity and help share this experience with other ethnicities. We think that the visual assistance is an important feature to our institute, the Republic of Tatarstan, the city of Kazan, Volga region, and the Russian Federation in general. And I guess our activity allows us to expand our projects and saturate the market with the designer outfits, and they will easily fit in the modern looks. We will support small businesses because we will reach out to them, involve them, and we will also use our professors and mentors to improve their production flows. Within the center, it will be possible for graduates to undergo internship under the supervision of our professors and mentors. We encourage all the players of this industry to be result-oriented, to sorry for interrupting you. I guess we need to create the instruments that will attract investors into our business to commercialize the results of the research, the findings of the researchers. And also we would like to implement the intellectual potential of our institute. The contemporary education is a research community that can generate and spread new knowledge, and this knowledge can be used in the training of young specialists, and then this can be turned into a product. I would like to give you an example of a brand. It is established by the graduate of Kazan Vocational School of Arts, and her name is Sadrieva Agul. Now she is a master of Kazan Institute of Culture, and she is establishing and developing her own brand. She maintains the craft, the own ancient craft, and she is dealing with mosaics, and she creates this unique state-of-the-art accessories. Also, she won a grant of the Ministry of Culture of the Republic of Tatarstan in 2020. She won the Best Item Award and other festivals, exhibitions in the Republic of Tatarstan and Russia. Also, she participated in exhibitions abroad. I'm sorry for interrupting you. I have a question to you. And she easily introduces her items into the everyday life, and without these items, nothing can be recovered, because such enthusiasts help maintain this unique craft, and the entire world is growing the interest in this kind of products. I would like to stress that Kazan State Institute of Culture won a very big grant. It is a business accelerator, and this year our talented students and professors were working over 52 startups in the sphere of culture and creative technologies. Rada, I'm very sorry. Can you hear me? Hello. Can you hear me? Now I can hear you. Okay, that's good. Rada, I'm sorry for interrupting you, because you have a lot of information to say. It's very interesting. It's a research-based project, and we take note of a lot of things, but unfortunately we are running out of time, so that's why I have to stop you here. I will share your presentations because we have colleagues who deal in a like business, and we would like to touch base with the Republic of Tatarstan. So that's why I would like to ask you a question. Speaking about business and entrepreneurship, how does the project interact with business? Because as far as I know, for the training and for students, they can launch their businesses through grants and become entrepreneurs. Yeah, that's correct. I started speaking about the accelerator. There we presented the project, and it is being reviewed by the juries. We presented 52 startups, and 10 of them will be launched based on the crafts, like wool or patchwork crafts, and these projects are waiting for the outcomes. The accelerator will help launch these innovative developments within the sphere of business. And how can we take a look at the works of your students? Can we take a look at the website, or do we have other information channels? We want to reach out to you using this information. Yeah, you can find this information on the website, and you can take a look at the information of the engineering center, and I can send Aida the samples of our master student. And if you give me a minute more, I would like to show you a short video. I guess it will be interesting for our guests and colleagues. You can see how the Kazan stitches are made. We sent a letter to the Ministry of Culture of the Russian Federation asking to enter the leather patchwork into the anthology of 100 masterpieces of the non-tangible heritage of the Russian Federation. It is the traditional Kazan stitch that you can see in the video. Unfortunately, we don't have this time. We can do it in the following way. I'm taking this video and we will display it for 60 seconds. If it goes beyond, we will stop it because a plenary session starts very soon. But it's very interesting to see you on the screen, and I am enjoying to see you on the screen. It's much more interesting to look at your face rather than to read your presentation. Now, thank you very much for such an extensive report, such a reasonable report. I'm also a science person, so that's why I really enjoyed it. We were able to see the models, we were able to see that you're maintaining the traditions and the national handicraft, so we wish you success in popularization of these handcrafts, and I'm also wishing success to all your students who are taking part in the competitions for grant in your republic. So thank you very much. I will touch base with you again to download your video. Thank you. Thank you for your attention. Thank you for giving the speech. Thank you for the participation and presentation. Stay tuned. I know that you're busy, but still stay tuned. We are giving the floor to the next speaker. She is speaking from Bali.
And women are somehow connected with magic. So, exciting life or magic instruments for business. Natalia, can you hear us? Natalia, we can hear you. I'm asking you. It is always happening that some speakers had to stick to time limits. So we would like to hear about magic instruments. Shortly, please. I hope you can give us this information in 7-8 minutes so that we could enjoy it. You look great. I'm happy to see you with the map background. We would like to see and but still map is good. Hello everyone, I'm glad to greet you all. And this map is the map of South Africa. I'm here now with my family. But I live in Bali and I'm going to return very soon. In recent years, I travel a lot and I have businesses in many places and I create a lot. So the first business I have is development. It is not quite for women, but we are building a village in Bali. I have a lot of friends who bought villas there, and we are constructing in Sochi and in Bali. The second business is a huge online school, International Association of Nutritionists and Health Coaches. I also have a company where I am the co-owner that structurizes businesses, organization processes of business, financial models. We take online schools and we develop businesses, we issue diplomas, and we give them the go to the international market. And we increase their money. I don't do that too often, but this business helps to develop our other businesses. And I also have some social activity. Why do I speak about it? Because I'm very interested in business. It's my passion. And I also have 3 kids and 1 grandkid, and I have a great husband. I travel a lot. I want to live. I want to enjoy life, because when your life goes by and you want to taste this life, in waking up with excitement, and how can we find time for this? And when we say women's business, I think it's not women's industries, because women can work in the same fields as men, because women are strong and they can be stronger than men sometimes. And I think it is more about having some other fields despite of business that they should pay attention to. These kids, family, because woman still creates the family. It is relationship and her beauty. And if we do not improve all the spheres, who would? So, and women's business, I think, is about being in different spheres, being successful and being in different spheres. And if a woman would act hard like man through power, she would be tired and overwhelmed. She wouldn't have time for family and kids or for herself, and she would turn to a man in a skirt. So, and we want to use the opportunities that women have. Women are flexible and broad-minded and this is why I, as a person who does different businesses, I am also a researcher. I find some instruments that help us to live exciting life. And in order to your businesses work and find time, find places, make good decisions, make right decisions. I have a lot of magic instruments that I'm studying them. I get them from different places. I will give the link to my closed Telegram channel where I share my instruments, and that a person can implement and get the result. I go for instruments that can help and not magic. I think the first instrument is if you understand this instrument, you would achieve any goal you'd like. I will say briefly, but in my channel you can find video lessons about it. And we will speak about...
Наталья, у нас минутка, нас из зала.
We will speak about intention. Natalia, we have a minute. Okay, then we will not discuss it, but you can watch the video that can help you to achieve any goal on my channel. You have the links right now on the screen. Yes, we can see, we can scan them. So the hardest work is to create your view of the world, your perception. And to sustain this picture in your universe 24/7 is the hardest thing to do, because life always distracts us from it, and it is very hard to keep it. Not any person can do it. And sometimes we make a decision in New Year, for example. So we make a wish and we say this will be like this, and we make a decision, but then we stop making decisions. So if you want to achieve your goals, first you should watch the video on my channel, and the second, the illusion that our time is not limited. It is an illusion. And the more often we make decisions, the faster we improve, the faster our wishes come true. So our goal is to keep this perception of the world in our head all the time. So if we keep it every day, our decisions will be made, and we will achieve our goals faster. How to use it, how to make it, it is 100% work. It works. So the people who use this, Natalia, I'm sorry, we had to stop. We will follow your Telegram channel. Thank you for this decision. Thank you for your information, and that we are glad that you work global, and we will use your recommendations, your advice. Thank you very much. We will continue the communication through your networks, through your social networks. We had some technical issues, and this is why we have to be flexible. It's a pleasure to meet you. We are finishing. Thank you very much. Thank you. And now, speaking about development and everything that Jana said to us, believe in everything, that everything's possible. When you hear people that they can
всему миру.
share their experience throughout the world. This is true. So thank you for this amazing morning together. And you can communicate on a plenary session or B2B zone. Find new contacts and we will take a picture